Hello, everyone. My name is Narumi Ogawa. I am here to help seekers, volunteers, lightworkers, healers, indigos to create their life, tap into true self by sharing practical tools to live this dense 3D reality. Welcome. That was a big statement, but that's my mission. So welcome. Today, I wanted to talk about how to communicate with universe, how universe is communicating with you, how to decode the messages. This is really close to my heart. This topic is really, really close to my heart. And I hope it's yours too. So, I'm pretty sure that you are empath and you can feel other people's energy, right? And you get a lot of messages, downloads. And sometimes you kind of like stuck into that state of trying to decode a message, right? Or because you are empath, because you're psychic, you are tired of getting other people's pain, trauma, stress, unprocessed energy. And you sometimes don't know if the energy you are carrying is yours or other people's. I totally get that. I've been there before. So being an empath, psychic, can be blessing, but also it's a curse. How do you separate yourself from those energies and always tune into the universal energy, right? So let's go back to 3 months before you were born. So I'm going to talk about that age from like 3 months before you were born up until 7 years old. So this is 7 years old, 7 year is called theta brain state. So theta brain state is a state of hypnosis, state of subconscious, state of programming. So these 7 years of your first part of your life, you are basically being programmed by mostly your caregivers and your parents. Unfortunately, we were programmed. There are disharmony. Here's the thing. Even though your parents and caregivers love you very much, some case they don't really, maybe you were not really cared by their parents. I don't know that. But basically, you are basically getting a download from people's disharmonious energy. And when you're growing up, you're an adult right now, you're adult age. And when you look around and the things that it's really hard to get, you have to work extra hard to get, that's because you are operating from this disharmonious theta brain state, this default settings. So when you look around your life, like I said, the things that it's hard to get, maybe it can be it's your money, maybe it's your relationship. Basically, you are trying to operate your life from this subconscious state, its default setting. And our life most likely living from this default settings. 95% of our life is operated by this default settings. So the willpower is not really a willpower. It's very hard to change that with your willpower, trying to change the habit or anything like that. Stay with me. we get to the universal energy, okay? So I'm trying to explain this like this is the hard time, the first time you heard this message, okay? I'm trying to help you here. Okay, so now you know that you are programmed by these programs. Bless my parents' souls, but most likely they were living, not most likely, I already know, they lived from this disharmonious state because their parents, my grandparents, also lived from this disharmonious state, right? So how do you change, how do you break that cycle and live with the true self, with your mission, getting, information from universe and you understand it and use that energy? So first you have to know this. It's our birthright to receive this body. And we have this innate intelligence within ourselves, but it's inactive. And we need to activate it. We have to be very conscious about this energy. The one thing that I want to share in this video with you is our midline. So when you're watching my video or scoring social media, using computer, thinking, that's when you are using your frontal cortex of your brain, right? That's a thinking mind. This is not where the healing starts. This is not where you get download. The download from universe or the healing state stays in your midline. And that's when, we know that pineal gland, pituitary gland, those important glands are in the center of your brain. So there is a center of brain called third ventricle. That's in the center of your brain. From this third ventricle, we have the fluid coming from there all the way down to your lower back. There is a central canal, and in the central canal, there is a fluid coming from that third ventricle all the way down, down spine, all the way down. That fluid is called cerebrospinal fluid. And if you're familiar with the craniosacral therapy, you know the power of craniosacral therapy. So now in the Western medical world, they notice that the cerebrospinal fluid is very powerful. But thousands of years ago, shamans, healers, they already knew that this portal, this fluid intelligence is the key to access that portal. So we need to awake that fluid intelligence. How do you do that? You can activate that through meditation, breath work. And I offer that, I offer the free breath work. It is really important to change your biological state by using that type of meditation and breath work. And I wanted to share a little bit of a meditation at the end of this video. It's just like the tip of the iceberg. So I share like major breath work in my community, but I want you to taste it in this video, okay? So I'm gonna share that later this video. So when you are healed, when you tap into that fluid, you can separate yourself from that energy, the energy that you don't want to see. You can only observe people's pain and suffering. You don't have to be with it. That's very tiring. It's not your job to feel other people's energy like that. Like, think about it. If you're a doctor, right, and a sick patient comes in, if the doctor is feeling every single patient's illness, they cannot sustain the business, right? As a healer, energy healer, right, light workers, all you need is to help others, not to experience other people's burden. So I want you to learn how to do that. I want you to train how to do that. So feeling other people's energy is over. And I can teach you how to do that. Don't feel guilty. I don't want you to feel sick. It's not your job. Okay? So, heal your midline. And you know what more? I'm going to share more information. I have so much information, okay? So, interestingly, that cerebrospinal fluid is in the center of your body, right? What else has center of your body? That's right, the energy center. Some people call it chakras, right? So when your energy center is aligned, cleared, it becomes like you're a vessel between heaven and earth. You get right information. You get information, you can contain it. A lot of healers, they get information and it's stuck right here because their throat chakra is stuck. But healing yourself by meditating, breath work, and getting a right mindset, doing a personal development, it will change your energy. So now your energy center is cleared, right? So this energy center is actually circulating around you, not just the left and right, 360 degrees, all around you. So imagine your energy center or chakras is egg yolk. The energy around you, the energy field, is like eggshells. So this eggshell, your energy field, not only becomes the shield from getting bad information or bad energy, gossip, right? Shield, protect yourself, but also this becomes a magnet of your true self, true desire. So a lot of people talk about law of attraction. So this will be another video, but a lot of people think that, oh, if I think about this and read, like create vision board, then I'm going to manifest. No. First, you have to align with the energy of a true self. And you become the magnet of those things. So this is how. So you have to do a lot of things simultaneously. You have to heal yourself first to really understand universal messages, because you have to declutter all the energies that are not serving you. Most of the time, the illnesses that we have in this body is not really yours. You are carrying that energy from other people, maybe your parents, right? So we talk about, from 0 to 7 years old, that's the theta brain state, that's the hypnosis state, that's the programming state, right? It is very difficult for us to change that because it's subconscious, so embedded in our body. So to practice meditation on a daily basis, change that default settings. You have to do this very consciously. And I'm going to give you a great example. Here it is. So most of us know how to ride bicycle. Even if you don't, I think you understand this example. When you start trying to learn how to ride bicycle, you are very conscious, right? You put right pedal, left pedal. You're very conscious. Your body's very conscious, trying to learn, right? Very conscious. Week later, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, you are getting better and better. And a couple months later, you can ride a bicycle. And one day, you are riding bicycle and talking to your friends at the same time, chatting, and you almost forgot that you are riding a bicycle. This is called habit. When you start learning how to ride a bicycle, you are very conscious because you are trying to learn new habit. But once we learn habit, it becomes part of you. We are habitual creatures. So that's a good thing. But also that's not a good thing because when we learn disharmonious energy from our parents, it's very difficult for us to unlearn. So we have to be very conscious. So let's go back to where you are right now. So you have all the habits, thinking mind that is programmed and not working for you that well, right? Now is the chance for you to consciously change that. To change that, you have to replace with a new habit. Not just getting rid of bad habit, it's not gonna be easy. You always have to replace bad habit or bad thinking mind, bad energy with good. I'm giving you a lot of information today. Excuse me. I hope this makes sense. The best way for you to change that default settings, like I said, is meditation and the breath work. The breath work really helps to change that default settings. You know why? Here it is. We're totally depending on the 5 senses, right? But when we look at other animals, like a cat can see and feel things that we don't know. Like sometimes you see cats like staring at the corner of the room. And it's like, what is that? Right? Cats see or feel things that we don't know. Dogs can smell, hear things that we can't. So we know that there are a lot of senses that we cannot really see or feel, but we know that exists, right? And we don't know or sense that because we were so depending on our 5 senses. Also the thinking mind. But when you do breath work, those 5 senses kind of like calming down. When our 5 senses calm down, other part of the senses go open up. So that's when people talk about doing psychedelic drugs or, psilocybin mushrooms or ayahuasca. That's when, my computer just turn it down. That's when our, hold up. Oops. Sorry about that. So when we're taking a psilocybin mushrooms or ayahuasca, your default settings, your five senses calm down, and the medicine activates your DMT. DMT is always there. However, it's inactive, living this 3D dense world, depending on five senses all the time. So when we do breath work, we can deactivate those five senses and open other senses that we were not really aware of. We can activate this DMT. That's when you get download from the universe. That's when your body started to have a more alkaline and started healing within. That's when your cerebral spinal fluid become healthy. That's when your portal opens up and you get more clear download. That's when you understand why you are here on this planet. That's when you know who you really are. But we have to train ourselves to tap into that energy, tap into that state. When we're living this, 3D dense world, depending on five senses, it is very difficult to tap into that. We all know it. So I wanted to help you tap into that. Maybe you've already done breath work before, sat with ayahuasca. But if you were intrigued by my video, this is not a coincidence. This is your opportunity for you to try. This is your year to change who you really are. Not change who you really are, more into like tap into your true self. Work on your mission. My teaching is very unique because I understand so-called the ether energy. Like I've seen UFO, I've seen aliens, I communicated with dead people, right? I've seen angels with wings. I've experienced so many things that the modern science cannot explain. So I get that. But I know the power of growth mindset, personal development. I am a licensed massage therapist. I am an Ayurvedic medicine practitioner. I'm a sound healer. So I also understand this physical body, how it works. I am trying to be an Ayurvedic medicine doctor. So I understand how this body works, but also I understand esoteric anatomy and physiology, the energy field, the chakra system. So I wanted to really share my knowledge with you. This message is for you light workers, highly sensitive people, seekers, old souls. You don't have to suffer. You are here to experience this world. You don't need to suffer. You don't have to live in other person's matrix, other people's matrix. Think about this for a minute. Like, you see a movie at the movie theater, and you as a main character, what kind of movie are you playing? Are you a main character in your movie? Or you let other people become the main character in your movie? Think about that for a minute. And if you are main character in your movie, what is your character like? Sad, confused, depressed, suffering a pain in body, or you know your mission, you have a clarity, you have all the tools in your tool belt. Whenever you experience obstacles, you know how to handle it. Are you that person? Are you finally ready to do your mission instead of being a victim? This 3D reality has its own rules. You don't, and if you know the game, if you know the rule, your life becomes so much easier. You don't have to follow it. But take this life as more like a simulation game. And every time you face obstacles, you pick up the tool and use it, alchemize your around you. Your life becomes so much easier and lighter. Sometimes you don't have to feel like, I want to go home homesick. You know what I'm talking about. I think you know what I'm talking about. So let's go back to our main topic, how to communicate with the universe and decode, right? I think you get the idea. So a lot of light workers or psychics, they just focus so much on that energy side, the ether side. But as long as we were wearing this human suits, we have to heal our body as well. And I am sharing all the information that you need, how to heal your body, physical body, how to reprogram your mind, the disharmony energy that we carried from our parents and our grandparents, right? And the society. How to awake your innate intelligence, how to awake the fluid intelligence. Speaking of a fluid intelligence, so cerebrospinal fluid is, of course, it's the fluid intelligence in the body. How about lymphatic fluid? Interestingly, cerebrospinal fluid, the center of the fluid, right? That drains to our lymphatic system. So if you have a clogged lymph system, what happens? Your entire system is working like, not so well. Maybe you have all the information you need, right? But if your lymph system is not working well, your cerebrospinal fluid is not, draining, clearing well. Plasma, your blood is not circulating well, right? 70% of our body is made with fluid. We have a lot of fluid in our body. So how do you have a healthy lymph system? I also teach that in a school community. I'm a certified lymphatic drainage specialist. I teach people that. So I am here to help you to heal from physical level, emotional level, and spiritual level. When you have a physical, emotional, mental health issues, that is just you are manifesting something isn't right in an energy field. When we have that physical illness, that is not actually a physical illness. That is a spiritual problem. You are disconnected from universe. So you have to actually work on the spirituality as well. So it's not just a one size fits all healing. Everything has to be aligned. Body, mind, spirit. It sounds cliche. Everybody say that, but it really is. So this is the time for you to heal yourself inside out. Get the right information to heal yourself so that other people's trauma won't trigger you. You don't have time for that. You are here to serve this planet. But before you do that, you have to heal yourself. Okay? This video is longer than I thought. It's 30 minutes. Thank you for staying with me. I really appreciate that. It's very rare. If you are still watching this video, I wanted to let you know that you're a really rare person. And I promise you, I promise to universe that I keep creating this type of video. At this point of my life, at least February 2025, it seems like it is my mission to create video like this. At least 4 more. I promise that I'm going to make 10 videos in February. So this is like my 6th video. I'm already there. Excuse me. Okay. All right. Now, I want you to find space where you can comfortably sit. If you're watching or listening this while you're driving or being busy, come back this part later when you have you can find a place to sit. I'm gonna offer you little meditations. This is, like I said, this is like the mini 0.0% of the meditations, the breath work that I offer in person. Okay? If you like it, you can book appointment with me. My website is on the link. It's available under the description. Also, if you want to check it out, check out my new community on School. You can join that. Okay. So find place where you can sit comfortably. You can either sit on a chair. If you sit on a chair, make sure that your feet on the ground. If you decided to sit on the ground, that's fine. Either way is fine. I'm sitting on a chair right now. Now, I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose, all the way up to your crown chakra, and exhale through your mouth. One more time, inhale through your nose, all the way up to your head, and exhale through your mouth. One last time. Inhale through your nose all the way up. Maybe you are aware of that energy, maybe 12 inches above your head. And exhale through your mouth. And just sit still. Now, I want you to just observe no judgment, just to observe the energy around you, your right, your left, your front and back. Just to observe the energy around you, absorb the energy around you. Now, I want you to shift an awareness to your midsection, starting with the tailbone, around the tailbone. Just aware of that energy there. You do not need to judge, just have awareness. That is called root. Now, I want you to shift your focus around your belly button, but deep inside. It's between your belly button and your back. Around that energy. Just to observe that energy. No judgment, just to say hello. Now, I want you to move that energy, focus, around your upper stomach, your solar plexus. Say hello. Nice to meet you. Thank you for working so hard. I never say thank you, but this is an opportunity to say thank you, hi, to that energy center. Keep your eyes closed, please. Okay? Now, say hello to your chest, your heart center. Just have an awareness that you have that energy there. Great. Now, let's move your energy to your throat. Say hello to your throat chakra. Just observe the energy, no judgment. Now, let's move to your third eye. The energy of intuition. Hello, intuition. Next, let's move your energy to your crown chakra. Hello there. Just observe, no judgment. Finally, let's move the energy, shift to 12 inches above from your crown, top of your head. There is an energy center there, just 12 inches above. Say hello, just observe, no judgment. Let's take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Now, I want you to just imagine, connect all these 8 energy centers from the bottom all the way up 12 inches above your head. Just to connect it. You can just imagine it, okay? Now, from here, I want you to imagine that this energy center is the center to create your energy field. So from the 8th energy center, you are emitting energy to create energy field like eggshell. You are the egg yolk, and you are now creating energy field, the eggshell. Circulating around you, left, right, front, back, you are protected by this energy field. This energy field becomes a magnet of who you really are. You start attracting beautiful things, beautiful people, events. It seems like it's so really magical, but you are creating this. You are attracting this. You are communicating, co-creating with the universe. Your cerebrospinal fluid is beautifully flowing. Your lymphatic system is working really harmoniously. Now, just stay still. Keep your eyes closed. I'm going to play tuning forks. This is the sound that carries calming your nervous system. It has a power to let it go of all the unwanted energy. So all you need is to relax and listen to the sound. Take a deep breath in through your nose and let go through your mouth. Slowly come back to your body. If you want to stay here, you can just stay here. But if you're ready, slowly open your eyes and come back to the 3D world. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.